Going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? It's because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament.
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah! There you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin.
I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion.
Looking a bit pasty.
Careful there. JJ, where are you?
I'm in London, Deptford, Central.
Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Very diverse. A
Wednesday. Have we got any international?
Going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? It's because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Exactly right. Yes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
there you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a vacuum! Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion.
You'll be fine with the iPad.
Yes.
My computer's easier.
Okay, and we are now going to be
I don't think anyone would know the difference.
live. Hello, everyone.
People think they're all the time.
It's going for it.
Someone else is there.
But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? It's because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
Working
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
People what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin.
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash. Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me supercalifragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
there you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin.
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello. He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? Because we're going to play lots of improv games
where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want! Give them what they want!
Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash!
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
there you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? It's because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want.
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want! Give them what they want!
Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash!
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a nine shoes. Nine shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Oh, there we are. For a moment, I didn't think we'd be live. Everyone, say a big hello.
Hello.
Woo. Okay, you guys can be heard, which is good, and I can be heard, I believe, which is also good. Audience, do let us know if you can or can't hear us throughout the show. My name is David Posansky, and welcome to Extreme Improv XStreamed, the live interactive improv comedy show, and this is our Friday matinee edition. In a moment we're going to meet the performers on the show today, but before we do that I'm just going to let you know that you need to help us out. As you can see on the screen below, there is a suggestion box where we've asked for a suggestion of a place of work, so we will need a suggestion of a place of work. So let us know a suggestion of a place of work whilst we meet the performers. On the show today we're joined by JJ.
Hello everyone, good morning in this beautiful sunny day from sunny London.
Okay, and we also have Danny.
Hello, I'm here from equally sunny Portsmouth.
And we are also joined by Ruth.
Oh no, it's raining here in Banbury.
Is it actually?
No.
Oh, I'd be so jealous. And joining us for the first time on the show is Emma.
Greetings from Manchester.
Okay, so like we've got quite a lot of the country covered here, haven't we?
Yeah.
We really do, and I'm currently in Buckinghamshire, so yeah, no crossover here at all. And we could almost do it like a UK Championship edition. I don't know about that, but could do. Interesting anecdote on that is I had announced at the start of the year that we would be doing the Extreme Improv UK Championship this year, but that kind of went to pot, didn't it? So we'll do that some way, or if not, we'll do something virtually. But either way, let's get on with our first game. So audience, if you haven't done so yet, put a suggestion of a place of work into the comments section, and we will get on with our first game, which today is going to be Single Syllable Showdown. Single Syllable Showdown. The way this works is we will create a scene where there will be two performers in the scene at any one time. Okay, so actually, I'm just going to interrupt myself because I've got a comment come through from Erica Leah, who says, "Where's that naughty Alan?" Erica is Alan's wife. We were expecting Alan. He hasn't popped up as of yet, but as soon as he does, he's very welcome to join. Sorry, I interrupted myself. So. There'll be 2 performers in the scene at any one time. Everything they say has to be single-syllable words. So, for example, they could say hi, but they cannot say hello. They could say Dave, but they cannot say David. You get the idea. So, the other couple of rules is that they will be eliminated from the scene if they say any 2 or more syllable words. They'll be eliminated from the scene if they hesitate for too long a time. And they'll be eliminated if they have what we call a circular conversation, which doesn't go very far. So, starting us off on this are going to be Danny and Ruth. Danny and Ruth, we've got lots of suggestions come through. Let's pick one. And I'm going to pick one suggested by ZZ on Facebook, who suggested a toilet roll factory. A toilet roll factory. And here you go.
I am so hot and tired of rolls.
Me too. Is it home time yet?
No, not now.
Then when?
I don't know. It's a long time to go. I only just got in.
Wow. Just now, you mean?
Well, yes. But shh, don't tell. I should have come early, but didn't.
Well, that's all true, but where have you been all this time?
Home. Where do you think?
Well, how should I know? These ain't gone packed all these by my lone self, am I?
What? Loo roll. It should be loo roll.
Well, if you were here on time, you would have known that we ran out of the rolls. We only have the box.
So we put the roll in the box, not on a roll.
Well, for now. So you need to get some rolls so that we can do our jobs right.
Right. Not sure how it works.
I don't know too, so we need to ask
the boss.
Yes, that's the
boss?
guy.
Where is our boss?
I don't know. He showed up just now, but now he's gone.
Ah, well, that makes life very hard.
I know, right?
Well, we could just go home and not work at all.
That's true. Who will stop us?
The boss, if he knew, but he's not here. Quick, let's go.
Pack your things and run.
Oh, Ruth, you said very a moment ago. Yes, so unfortunately you are out. I didn't spot that, but I saw that Alan, who has joined us. Alan, if you'd like to join, I will ask you to start your camera, just because you may not be able to start unless I ask you. But Alan, thank you for that. We welcome you to the show. And Ruth, if you kill your camera.
Thank you for having me.
And here you go.
Oh no, the boss is here. I was not.
Oh, is it me? Am I the boss? When did that... Is that a thing?
For the last 5 years, yes.
Well, I have been drunk for the last 5 years.
That is true as well.
So, where do we work? I came in late.
We work in a loo roll place. We make them.
Our job is to make folks' bums feel nice. Could be worse.
Nice and soft, but not firm.
Firm is good in a bum. Look at me.
Someone want to jump in?
Okay, Danny, you're out. Sorry, I had a little bit of a glitchy time there. Emma, if you would like to join and continue the scene, single syllable.
Boss?
Hey,
Hey!
hey, you're late. What's up with that?
I'm ill.
Bad ill?
Yes.
What is it?
Piles.
Piles?
Yes.
Well, what a shame that you, who work in a loo roll place, have a bad arse.
Yeah. Right. And low mood.
Well, if I had piles, I would have low mood. Can't blame you there.
But would you do what I do?
What is it that you do?
I do crack.
For your piles?
Crack. Get it?
Like, use your bum pipe as a bong?
Yes. Now, can I ask you, boss, are you happy? Shit.
Oh, you're out, Emma. I will join in here. Freeze! This is a heist. The bog roll is mine.
Take it.
I will.
Give a shit.
Because when wave 2 starts and the loo roll is gone, I will have it all.
All the loo roll from the whole shop.
Each sheet will be mine. You will look and say, oh sheet, they are gone.
Well, may you be stuck with 2-ply.
What? How dare you?
You heard? You heard.
Why?
Hey! Hands up!
This is not how this game works.
Correct.
I'm willing to let it go. Emma, come back.
She's gone.
Gone to shit. My world is in strife.
Give me a pay rise or else.
Okay, have a quid.
Done.
Cool.
Okay, is there anyone who hasn't been, or is that it?
JJ.
Oh, JJ, you're in.
Hi, babe. Good day.
Not bad. Got held up.
Held up? In queue?
Yeah. Twat with a gun. Lucky.
Oh, JJ. I think that means
Pressure.
you've come in
Pressure.
and stolen
Come in
it
at the
the
last
end.
moment, stole it from the great Alan.
Yeah. Okay, well done, everyone. Well done. I
Including a
enjoyed that,
surprise
Emma.
appearance.
Emma joining us for the first time today. Shocked us all by coming in with another weapon. Wow, so let's have a look. We're going to go on to our next game. Audience, I asked you for suggestions of guilty pleasures, and we've got a few of those. So I'm going to actually accelerate what we need in the suggestion box and say the thing we'd need after guilty pleasures is an ambition you have had since you were a young child. I'm also just going to take this moment whilst we've got our lovely audience watching us to remind everyone out there that we're going to have a couple of extra shows today. So this is going to be our Friday matinee that you're watching right now, but this evening at 6 PM UK time, we're going to be doing a show with the Virtual Anime and Gaming Convention, which will be exactly the same as this, but feel free to suggest some more geeky stuff, so things like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. I'm sure they would love it. But otherwise, it's the exact same show. And after that, we have a very different show. We're going to be playing a role-playing game, Paranoia, on a games night show at 8 PM tonight. And I don't even quite know how this works. Alan seems to be the man in the know, and I'm trusting. We're all trusting him in his capable hands to look after us. So do check us out then. Okay. But we're going to go on to our next game now, which is going to be a game of Verbatim. We're going to play Verbatim. One of our favourite games. The way this works is one of our performers will perform a 30-second dramatic monologue, and then after that, other performers will have to attempt to recreate the original performance. So, starting us off on this, I think we are going to go for Danny. Danny, you will have 30 seconds. Let's find out what this monologue is going to be about. So, I asked the audience for places of work earlier. We didn't get to use all of them. And there's quite an interesting one here. A goat farm. You work at a goat farm. So this will be a 30-second dramatic monologue set at a goat farm. And here you go.
Are you kidding me? I love goats. That's why I work on the farm, tending to all the little billies and the nannies and the grandmothers. Oh, hold on. No, visiting hours are over. Please leave. Just the goats should be here. Yes, I see you crossing the bridge. Please hurry up before the troll comes back. Thank you. Okay, great. So, who wants a good milking?
Okay, and that is 30 seconds. I always want a good milking. But we're going to come to a different performer now. In fact, we are going to come to JJ. JJ, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to recreate Danny's original monologue as precisely as you can. So I'm going to put you onto the spotlight view here, and here you go.
I love it here on the farm. You got the goats, and you've got kids, and you've got nannies and grandmas. Well, no, not that kind of grandma. Anyway, what's that troll doing on the bridge? Go away, you two, clear off. There's milking to do. I love milking. Right, let's get started. Lovely. Finished.
And now you are. Excellent. Well done. Okay, so next up, we are going to come to Emma. Emma, if I can ask you to re-emerge. So Emma, now in this game of Verbatim, you will have 30 seconds to recreate JJ's recreation of Danny's original monologue. Just for clarity, you're not recreating Danny, you are just trying to recreate as accurately as you can the performance as given by JJ. And here you go.
I've been working on a goat farm for quite some time now. I moved here from another area which I can't mention, MI5. Yes, I love goats. What I don't like is trolls. I tell the trolls to go away. Go away, trolls. Come here, dogs. Go away, goats. Come here, sheep. I know what animals I want and what animals I don't want. I exclude some and I exclude others. But my main interest is milking.
Okay, that is 30 seconds. Thank you very much. This has been a very exciting game of reinterpretation thus far, where the accents have literally gone from every angle we can imagine. But we will take it full circle. And after this audience, after Danny has recreated Emma's recreation of JJ's recreation of his original monologue, you will have the chance to vote on who you felt did the best recreation of what came before. either Danny, JJ, or Emma. So, Danny, I'm going to put it over to you. Audience, once you've seen this, then you can start voting. But here you go.
Oh yes, I love living on the farm, and I moved here from another city. I cannot tell you which. FBI. Anyway, I don't like the trolls. Trolls, go away. I know what animals I like and what I don't like. Goats, go away. Even though this is a goat farm, come back, sheep and dogs. And what I really like to do is milk.
Okay, and that is 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Love it. Do you know what? Just listening, I thought I was hearing the same one over and over again. Okay, so, audience, you can now vote either Danny, Emma, or JJ for who you felt did the best recreation of what came before. So please put into the comments as quickly as you can, just to account for the time delay between when we're saying it and when you're hearing it. So that way we'll get the results through as quick as we can. But we'll ask our fellow performers. Ruth, who do you think did the best recreation there?
In terms of recreation, I don't actually think we saw any recreation. But there was a lot of reinterpretation, which I thought was lovely. I particularly liked the sudden poshness that Emma injected into it. I can't vote on that.
Okay, Alan, who do you vote for here?
I'm delighted to be involved in this show where the rules of each and every game appear to be being torn up and flung around. As an improviser, it's very exciting. I have to say that I think Emma edges it for me because she had an English accent. Not nearly the right English accent, but an English accent.
Okay, let's see if we've got votes come through yet. Let's see. So we've got quite a lot of comments and things. So I'm going to try and see what we've got and catch up if there's anything we... Okay, hang on. So there's lots of comments. I can't quite understand them. So I'm going to scroll back. First of all, Erica said earlier, I have plenty of room for theatre next week for likes. Alan, you will get this. It's actually my real job. Do you know what she's talking about?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Do you want to share it with us?
Okay, don't worry. Okay, so fantastic. Janie says on Twitch, she says, no, that's a suggestion for an ambition. Okay, so a couple of suggestions of ambitions. And then Dave Green on Facebook says, I'm not quite sure what I just watched, but I'll vote for JJ as the true GOAT of this game. So there you go. I like what you did there. Greatest of all time. So that's one vote for JJ. ZZ.
Just to explain, Erica is saying that she can find room for us in a theatre. Erica's job is booking an operator.
What? Oh, that sounds exciting. What, in the real world?
Yeah, she specialises in urology, Dave. So if you've got any problems down there that...
oh, hang on. Do you mean an operating theatre?
Yeah. If you've got any problems with being the head of a world-leading extreme improv franchise hasn't sorted out for you, then speak to Erica. She'll get you booked in.
Do you know, it would be... Imagine doing an improv show live from an operating theatre.
I think that would work well. Love it.
That'd be amazing.
Hacksaw, herring.
Right, okay, so let's just have a look.
Funds.
So we've got a vote for JJ. ZZ votes for Emma. F14MeRS says Boone Ian. Don't know what that means. But Janie says Emma, so that's 2 for Emma, 1 for JJ. Dave's comment has repeated. He's still voting for JJ as the GOAT. Andrew says Emma, which puts her 3-1 ahead. And then Dave actually acknowledges, sorry if that came through twice, typo problems. Sophie J 1985 on Twitch says Emma. Beth Long says Emma. Hello Beth, by the way. Good to have you back on the show sometime. And Max says JJ. So I think 2 or 3 votes there for JJ, but Emma definitely got more. Emma, you win. Excellent. So
never won anything before in my life.
Oh, well done.
Well, there you
Don't
go.
spend it all at once.
Guys, we are going to do another game of verbatim right now. And this time we're going to use one. And Beth says, hi guys. Hi Beth. Let's have a look what we had come through in the comments earlier. So I asked you for a guilty pleasure. And we've got a few guilty pleasures we can use here. And let's have a look. We've got hunting wabbits. That's quite a good one. We've got watching Baywatch. And we've got eating a whole box of chocolates in secrets. Andrew, who was on the show last night, says, I'm back, giving suggestions. It's been a while. Hello, Andrew. And Sophie says, running naked around my garden in the dark. Running naked around... it's got to be that one, hasn't
That's
it?
Ruth, that one.
So, okay, Ruth, you can start us off, in fact. So, Ruth, remember, don't get us kicked off the internet. But this is improv. You can mime and pretend things. So... Ruth, you're going to do a 30-second dramatic monologue on the theme of running naked around my garden in the dark. And here you go.
Well, the thing is... Sorry, you just caught me whilst I'm, getting ready for my favourite thing to do. It's dark now, and so no one can see us, so you can join in. You've got to get undressed. It doesn't work unless you're undressed as well. What do you mean? Look, I love to do this. If you love to do it, you have to take the clothes off. It's the only way to go. You run round the garden.
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you very much there, Ruth. Next up, we're going to come over to Alan. Alan, if you can re-emerge, then I will give you... I hope you can re-emerge, because if I've got to do this, I wasn't paying attention.
I am here. Just bear with me half a second.
If you're getting naked, Alan...
Oh, how did you guess?
He blatantly is, isn't he? It just depends how naked.
Oh, I directed things.
Ooh. My video should have started by now. Sorry.
It hasn't.
We're waiting.
We're all in bated breath. Oh my gosh.
Oh, right.
Right, okay. Oh man, okay, so, right. I've got a dressing gown somewhere. Won't be able to find it. But Alan, it's over to you. And here you go.
Oh, well, thank you for joining me. I'm just about to go and do my favourite thing ever. It's getting dark now, so it's just about time that you and I could maybe slip out of something a little less heading around the garden like a couple of teddy bears in heat, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I know you'd have all rather seen Ruth do this, but you get what you give, you know what I mean? So, here we go. Around the mulberry bush, and yes, I do bush. Okay, are we ready? Well, please tell me we've run out of time.
I have a feeling David has gone to
David's left.
Okay, don't worry. We're going to stop your camera shortly. Right, so, for the dignity of Alan and everyone, okay, it's now going to be my turn.
Oh no.
And here I go. Oh, hello there. I know what you're thinking, that you'd rather it was Ruth doing this, but I'm going to run around the mulberry bush, and I might even show you a little shoulder. Oh, but I wasn't paying any attention at all as Alan was doing his. So I've just got this towel on me. I was hoping that this would bring enough laughs that I don't have to reveal what's down here. Ooh. And that is 30 seconds. So, I'm going to stop my camera and get decent again. Ruth, you're going to have to do something with this. Ready? And here you...
Hang on, that's not fair. You had lots of time.
Well,
okay,
you had the whole time. Look, we don't need to all... Right.
Yeah, okay, go on.
Go.
Yes, no. The thing is, you got me just at the time when I was just going to do my favourite thing, which is, I just have to maybe show you just a little bit of shoulder. Things I wasn't even watching when Alan did his bit, so I don't know what to say or what to do, but...
And that is 30 seconds! Okay, so we see a headshot of Alan for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Right,
you were
okay,
never on.
so
Stop my video, you coward!
all right. Oh yeah, it's my fault. I was
Yes.
doing it for your own sake.
No, but I couldn't see you at all,
Oh
hardly.
dear. Oh dear.
I didn't know what you were doing.
So the rating, we've just broke the internet basically. The ratings have gone through the roof. Through the roof? That's a slip of the tongue. Right,
Can't
so
believe the first three of us were criticised after seeing that.
yeah. So audience, you now have to vote. Who do you feel did the best recreation of what came before? If you felt that it was Alan with his sexy little dressing gown, then vote for Alan. If you felt that it was me in my bathrobe only, my towel, it wasn't a robe, in my towel, then vote for David. And if you felt it was Ruth with whatever garment you were using to hide your modesty, then you can vote for Ruth. Emma hasn't re-emerged yet. She's probably wondering what kind of show this
Terrified.
Traumatised for life.
So, okay, let's find out first from JJ. Who would you vote for here?
I'm totally abstaining. It was ridiculous. I mean, none of you were looking at each other. None of you copied. The best performance was Alan's, for sure. Not because he showed his torso, but because he actually did do pretty well what Ruth did. But the rest of it was a shambles.
Okay, I know, man, I know. Danny, how would you vote this one?
I don't know if I should. I think I will have to give it to Alan just for the full-on commitment.
Yeah, he had a lot more commitment than me.
It's all right, Danny. I know full well that a vote isn't a common. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's have a look at the comments. We've got a vote from Janie for Alan, a vote for Ruth from Andrew, a vote from Sophie J for Alan, another vote for Ruth from Max, which ties things up entirely. Any other votes coming through? Otherwise, we're going to have a tiebreaker. And if we've got a tiebreaker, we're going to give it 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, let's do a tiebreaker. So the way we are going to do a tiebreaker this time is we're going to get you guys to simply play rock, paper, scissors. So the way it will go is rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And so rock, paper, scissors, and then show whatever your thing is. Okay, ready, and here you go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, Ruth, you win. Well done there. Okay. So, I don't know quite what's being implied here. Beth is implying that you're some kind of werewolf, Alan. Or vampire, I'm not sure. She says, Alan's skin would have glowed in the moonlight. I don't...
Saying I'm very pale.
Oh, okay. I thought that might have been like a Twilight reference or something. Right, so, okay. So, we're going to move on to our next game. Our next game is going to be... What's our next game going to be? Our next game is going to be a game of we're going to do a game of questions only. It says question combat on the screen, but we'll do it as a standard questions only game. The way this works is we will have 2 performers in the scene at any one time, similar to as we did earlier, with single syllable, and everything the performers say has to be a question. They're not allowed to say anything that's not allowed to be a question. If they say anything that's not a question, they'll be eliminated and replaced in the scene. Also, they are not allowed to hesitate for a long period of time, otherwise they'll be eliminated, or have what we'd call a circular conversation. So, just before we begin, I'm going to change up things in the suggestion box, and this time I'm going to ask you, let's check the time, how we're doing. So yeah, we're going to ask for suggestions of well-known characters from fiction and people from history. Give us a load of these, just because of how quickly we get done with this. We may go straight into our finale round, or we might have one buffer in between. But well-known characters in fiction, people from history, plus their secrets. So, we're going to do this game. Let's see a suggestion for what this scene was going to be about. So we asked for an ambition when you were a child. An ambition from when you were a child. Beth says, I wanted to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader from when I was 5. Let's have a look what else we've got. To live in a big mansion. And anything else. putting frogs in my... Oh, that's a guilty pleasure, I guess. Okay, so let's say to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. This is going to be a scene about being a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. And starting us off, speaking questions only, are going to be JJ and Alan. JJ and Alan, questions only, if everyone else can kill their camera view. And here you guys go.
Have you seen my pom-poms?
You have an audition.
Is that today?
What else?
How was I supposed to know?
You didn't know there was an audition.
Don't you have email?
Didn't you get the message?
What message?
Why do you need always to be reminded?
Why do I bother not shaving my legs if you're not going to tell me when the audition?
What are you like?
What are any of us like? Isn't it the human condition?
What is?
Isn't incompetence the human condition?
Why incompetence? What do you mean?
Well, aren't we talking about a complete inability to schedule ourselves?
Aren't we talking about the inability for you to read an email?
Oh, so now it's all my fault, is it?
Well, what else do you expect?
Well, I think... is this fair treatment?
Is it fair treatment? Let me think. Oh, yes.
Not a question.
Oh, it's not a question.
It was a question. It was a line to it.
No, you can't say, oh yes, sorry, it's not a question. Okay, so let's have Ruth join in.
Where are we playing today?
Have you been cheering long?
How long have you been cheering?
Is that relevant?
Why don't you want me to know?
Do you know where the bus is to take us there?
Why do we have to go on a bus?
Do you want to walk there?
Where is it we're going? How far?
Won't we be knackered by the time we get there?
Why are we going a long way away?
Isn't that because rival teams are in different places?
Are we on an opposing team?
Did you think we were playing ourselves?
Why can't we have matches on our ground?
Don't you realise that it's only fair if everyone gets a turn in their own ground?
Why do we always seem to be going away then, if we're all supposed to be having turns?
Why are you even in this team if all you're going to do is moan?
Why are you being cross with me?
Don't you realise I've been up all night arranging this fucking trip?
How should I know you've been up all night?
Have you even washed your hair?
Have I done what? Sorry. What?
Have you even washed your hair?
Does it look like I haven't?
Do you usually spend the night in a doorway?
Did you see me in the doorway?
Who doesn't?
Why didn't you come and help me then?
Didn't I give you 5 nickels in your coffee cup?
Was that you?
Who else?
Why were you wearing a dress?
Am I not the head cheerleader?
Why were you dressed like that, though?
Don't you realise that men can identify as cheerleaders these days?
When did that happen?
Why does that matter when it's a question of social justice?
Why have you got all intellectual on me all of a sudden?
Why can't you cope with me getting all intellectual?
Why can't I just wave my pom-poms?
Circular conversation warning. All these sentences are beginning with Y.
Who else's pom-poms would I rather see waved?
Oh. Can you say some other lovely things to me?
Why not?
Well, when are you going to start then?
Are those coloured contact lenses?
What's wrong with my eyes?
Aren't they prettier than they used to be?
How often do you look in my eyes?
How many hours are there in a day?
How much do I love that?
How long have I waited to hear?
Oh, Alan, I'm going to take you out there for another circular conversation thing. We had 3 questions in a row, all how. So, I'm going to take you out there, sorry. Okay, Danny, can you join in?
Are you a cheerleader?
Why would I be here otherwise?
Are these your pom-poms?
Where did you find them?
Did you not leave them lying around on the floor?
Why would I do that?
Why wouldn't you do that?
Shall we just get on the bus and go?
Whoa, who said we were
Is it
taking
alright if I gate crash this game like what Emma did?
What do you want to come in for? Oh, who was that?
Isn't he your dad?
Why are there people all around who I don't recognise?
That's my mum.
Is that your mum?
Are you my mum?
Why isn't she moving and speaking now?
Is she dead?
What should we do?
Is it too late to hide the body on the bus?
What can we do with it after we've hid it there?
Wouldn't it be awesome to play a prank on the other team?
What shall we do?
Where did you put the rope?
Why would I have put the rope somewhere? You had it last.
Did the head cheerleader not give it to you on the doorstep?
Is this the rope you mean?
Do I look like a football player who knows what a rope is?
Whose rope is it then? If not yours?
Maybe we should just take it anyway?
Is that a question?
Oh, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Oh,
I will join in here. Okay. No, in fact, Emma, have you been in?
No, I haven't.
Okay, then Emma, you can join in.
Is anyone willing to hear the new health and safety rules for cheerleading, which I have here with me?
What do they say?
Are you sure you want to hear, Ruth?
Where did you get them from?
Are you casting doubt on my authenticity as a cheerleader manager?
When were you made manager?
Don't you go to the board meetings, Ruth?
Why would I go to board meetings? I'm a cheerleader.
Oh, you can't say I'm a cheerleader. Okay, you're out, and I will join in.
It's so well.
Are you ready?
Are you ready to hear the new rules, David?
Can I give you a yes?
Can you please explain your hair?
What's wrong with it?
Have you seen the rules about hair?
Am I not allowed to be frizzy?
Are you calling that frizzy? Really?
What part of Dallas is that accent from?
Did you not know Dallas has been moved to Australia?
How long since that happened? Does Mom know?
Don't you realize I'm not talking to Mom no more since I got promoted?
Did you not pray to her in heaven?
Are you losing grip on reality again, David?
Can you give me a D?
I can!
Can you give me an A?
I can, Emma.
Oh, you can't say I can. Anyone else not been in?
No.
We've all been.
We've all been.
Okay, in which case, well done, everyone. So, we're going to move on. Give me an E. Right, so, okay, we're going to move on.
Well done, Sandra D, for winning that round.
Okay, we're going to move on to our next game. My gosh, that took a long time. So, let's have a look. This may now end up being a finale round. We're going to do a combination finale round. So, audience, continue to give suggestions of characters from fiction and people from history. What we are going to do is we are going to get 2 finalists. I'm just making this up off the top of my head. We're going to play a game of what are we doing? An extreme monologue. We are going to do an extreme monologue. And once we have done this, whoever wins this will be in the grand finale. Then we will do a impression battle royale. Whoever wins that will join them in the grand finale. So we're going to combine these 2 games into one idea. So starting us off, we are going to come to JJ. The way extreme monologue works is JJ will have to try to perform a monologue and keep it going for as long as he can, but he's not allowed to break either of these 2 rules. 1, he is not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. He is also not allowed to hesitate, which we count as saying or having an extended pause. Let's find a character for you. You are going to be... Let's see who you're going to be. You're going to be Sean from Shaun of the Dead. This came up a few weeks ago as well when we didn't know who Sean Riley was. But you're Sean from Shaun of the Dead, and you love a zombie. You love a zombie. And so, you are Sean from Shaun of the Dead, and you love a zombie, and here you go.
My name's Sean, and I love zombies. Thank you for inviting me to this meeting of all the people that, like dead, reunited, feel strongly about not living, therefore giving, sharing all of my experience.
Repetition of my.
Oh, repetition of my at 41 seconds. 41 seconds.
Good target.
Well done. That is a heck of a first round there. That's really set a high standard to beat. Well done, JJ. Oh, my camera's gone. So, next up, let's come to Ruth. Ruth, let's find a character for you. You are going to be... you are going to be Superman, and you are secretly addicted to kryptonite, as suggested by Andrew Whittington on Facebook. You are Superman, you are secretly addicted to kryptonite, and here you go.
There is one thing that makes me fly. I soar in the air to reach for the planet.
Oh, sorry, repetition of the.
Repetition of the. Oh, 16
the
seconds.
Sky, the planet. Sorry.
Yes. No, you're right. Sorry.
Okay, next up, we're going to come to Danny. Danny, you can go next. Oh, JJ, you've popped up.
I'm okay, I'm fine. Carry on.
As people stop and start things, I click on the wrong one. Okay. Okay, we're going to keep this superhero themed. You were Captain America. You were secretly Captain Russia. You were secretly Captain Russia. You were Captain America. You were secretly Captain Russia. And here you go.
Hail Hydra. Because I am not Captain America, but for Motherland Russia. You Avengers will perish. Forgive bad accent. As Shield goes whoosh, flying toward all and decapitate Hulk Iron Man.
No, keep going.
Leave now or die. Leave Scarlet Witch.
Oh, leave at
Sorry,
exactly
leave.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Repetition of leave.
Very good.
So, Ruth, that was Iron Man, not a repetition of I.
Yeah.
There was an I right at the beginning, but doesn't matter.
No, Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So, okay, that was exactly 1 minute. So, wow, this
Well done.
high scoring round. Next up, Emma, you can have a go now. Let's spotlight your video and we're going to find a character for you. Audience, continue to suggest characters if you check the suggestion box. It will be characters from fictional history and this time unusual things for them to do. You are going to be... I can't quite understand that one. I'm going to decipher that. You are going to be Mary Poppins. Oh, okay. So Mary Poppins has a bag full of Magnum condoms. You are Mary Poppins. You have a bag full of Magnum condoms. Do with this what you will. And here you go.
Hello. How are you? I have in my hand a plastic bag. I'm putting it down now. So, yesterday I had a hard...
Oh, repetition of I. Repetition of I. 24 seconds. 24 seconds.
I have in my hand.
Okay. Definitely sounded like the Queen there. But it wasn't bad after Captain Newcastle we had earlier, so...
I don't know where my one came from.
It was all over the place. I liked it though. Right, you definitely got closer to Russia the longer it went on. So, who haven't we had? Alan, you haven't had a go yet, nor have I. So, let's give you... You are going to be... You are going to be Hulk Hogan, and you like eating fish and cherry sauce at the same time. You are Hulk Hogan, you like eating fish and cherry sauce at the same time. And I'm going to spotlight your video, and here you go.
Let me tell you, brother, Hulk knows a whole load of guys who think chips and ketchup is the thing. But let me hear you.
Oh, repetition of let's. 20 seconds.
Hogan, how old are you?
How old is who?
Whoever said Hulk Hogan? I mean, I'm 40 and I can barely remember Hulk Hogan.
What? Okay, right. Well, speaking of which, I am... Well, we're going to see how old this next person is, because it's my character, and I've got the suggestion here of Boris Karloff. Boris Karloff likes reading Barbie comics. I am Boris Karloff, and I like reading Barbie comics. And here I go. Good evening. This is most enjoyable. So, if I met Ken, I would say, look... Oh, balls! I had some good Boris Karloff stuff coming up as well. Right, okay, that was 17 seconds. So, that means that Danny, you are undoubtedly the winner there. Well done, Danny. So, Danny, you will go straight rocketing into our grand finale, which means that you won't need to do a first round impression here. But we are going to start off our next round of impressions, and we are going to have JJ, myself, and Emma. JJ, myself, and Emma will go first, and then Ruth and Alan will go second, and then whoever wins through this will go on against Danny at the end. So JJ, you can go first. We're going to find a character. So this time it's not an extreme monologue. This time we are going to go straight on to doing our impression battle royale. So it's just an impression. Let's find who you're doing a impression of. You're going to be Benjamin Button, stealing the DeLorean. You are Benjamin Button,
That the little guy that DiCaprio played. No.
No, this was
It's
Brad
a
Pitt.
story by F. Scott Fitzgerald about a guy who ages backwards.
Yeah, ages backwards.
Yeah, that's the one.
Doing the DeLorean. Okay.
So you were Benjamin Button, you were stealing the DeLorean, and here you go.
I was young, well, old. I saw the most amazing car in a film, and it was made in Ireland by a very rich cook called DeLorean. So I went with my man who looked after me, and we went to the set, and there was the car, and the keys were in the car, and I thought, oh, they'll never spot me because I look about 8 years old, even though I'm actually 72. And so I got in the car because I have actually driven for 50 years, even though I look nubile. So I got in the car, turned the keys, and the engine rushed. Now, all the actors and the director thought it was just a scene. And I drove the car through the lot in Pinewood, and I went all the way to Buckinghamshire, which is actually quite near, because the DeLorean is a really shit car, and it broke down on me 5 miles later. Thank you very much for your attention. I will now go and have some milk.
Okay, thank you very much there, JJ. Next up, we're going to come to Emma. Let's find a character for you. Let's have a look what we've got here.
Isn't she doing... Isn't it an impression? No? Have I got this wrong?
Yeah, it's impressions. Yep.
Isn't she meant to be doing me? No? I completely...
No, that's verbatim, mate.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
No worries. Okay, so let's have a quick check here. One second.
Got it.
Right, so you are going to be... You are going to be the Godfather, visiting a water park with the family. You are the Godfather, visiting a water park with the family. Take it away.
Hello. On the weekends, like, when I go out with the family, I don't do that nasty stuff and the deep voice and all that. I like to let go, take off my makeup, put my gun down and go down and shoot. I mean, not the usual shoot, you know what I mean? Anyway, I killed a few people this week. But, once it's Saturday, I like to have a bit of candy floss, sit down and watch the kids. I do feel some remorse for the deaths, the blood, the potential prison sentences. That's more fear than regret, as you can understand. But, as a godfather of a large drugs cartel, I'm under a lot of pressure in the week, So going down the theme park with the kids, it's a bit of time out. And I can let go and be from Burnley. A lot of people don't realise that the whole Corsica thing is made up. Burnley in Lancashire is a small mill town where we all, know each other, sleep together. Big ears, the lot,
Okay, so we're going to stop that one there. Well done. So, audience, it is now up to you to vote. Who do you vote for here? Did JJ push your buttons? If so, then vote for JJ or Benjamin Button. Or did you prefer Emma, who was doing The Godfather, Alan Ayckbourn edition? So, whoever you vote for, puts the votes either Emma or Godfather for Emma, or Benjamin Button or JJ for JJ into the comments. Get them in quick so that we can compensate for the time delay. Let's ask our fellow performers who they would have voted for. Danny, how would you vote it?
I'm going to have to split my tie. Both of them did a pretty good interpretation in their own right, and I can't really say one was better than the other, so it's a tie.
Okay, Alan, how would you vote this one?
Well, I think Emma's accent work has been consistently brilliant throughout this show, to the extent that I genuinely have no idea where she's from. But JJ describing himself as nubile was a standout moment for me, and I only hope I have the same degree of confidence when I'm his height.
Surreal.
I'm voting for JJ.
Do you know what? Something I've just realised, I was meant to be in this round as well.
Yeah, but you've lost.
Well, I definitely have now, because the audience will have started voting. I would be in the next round. Ruth, who would you vote for?
My vote goes to JJ. I loved his recognition of time and aging backwards.
Okay, so let's see what they've said in the comments. I don't think I'm going to get any votes, but let's have a look. So, Creating Humour, an improv experience on YouTube says, I vote for Emma because she once again said Gleber and then now she did this monologue. Gleber?
Typo, I guess.
Okay. For you, Emma, regardless. Max says both were good, but Emma wins. And then Andrew says Emma. Janie says Emma. Sophie J says Emma. I think, Emma, you've won it. I may have dodged a bullet since I'm not in this round now. Okay, so I will be in the next round. And Ruth, Alan, and myself will be in it. Let's have a look what we've got. So, let's say, Ruth, you can go first. And let's find a character. What is improv on Twitter says Sherlock Holmes, bin man. You are a Sherlock Holmes as a bin man. And here you go.
You can find very many interesting articles in the disposed waste of a nefarious person who lives in a house like this. There is a lot of paperwork, but the most important thing that I have found in this particular bin is... What do you mean I've got to put it in the lorry? But I need to go through the rubbish to find the clues. I can't just put it on the lorry. Oh, for goodness sakes. Watson, can you help me with this bin? Just put it on that lorry there. This piece of pipe here, this shows that the owner of this house, the resident here, in fact, no, I can tell by this piece of pipe, they're not the owner of the house. They are merely a lodger and have disposed of the owner of the house in a most nefarious way. You see the red paint on the pipe? No, that's not red paint. That is the dried blood of a 55-year-old, young for her age, woman, blonde, not very tall, owns a dog, and lives in this mansion house, flat, really, and has been disposed of in the back garden. Let's go find her.
And well done there, Ruth. Thank you very much. Okay, so next up we will come to you, Alan. Let's find a character for you. You are going to be Darth Vader wearing a thong. You're Darth Vader, you're wearing a thong. And here you go.
As if the rest of this get-up wasn't uncomfortable enough. Bloody hell! I thought my nose chafed under this mask. But that's nothing compared to the feeling in my bum. Fashion advisor, Palpatine, get down the shaft!
Okay. Excellent. So, well done there, Alan. I will go next. Let's find a character for me. Okay, so this is an interesting one from Creating Humour and Improv Experience. It says, George Bush admitting the coronavirus is a scam. I don't know if you're muddling up your American presidents, but why would George Bush be admitting this? Okay, I will be George Bush admitting coronavirus is a scam. And here,
George Bush.
yeah, here I go. I think I got a bit drunk last night and I've stumbled back to my old residence. But when in Rome, I feel like I'm gonna give some kind of speech thingy, speecharoonish. So anyway, I think everyone's doing a fantastic job as the prime resident of the America, President Trump. He's doing very good, and I was going to address you all about this Coriolanus scam that's going on right now. It's the one that makes you sicky poo with the runny bum. It's not real, but probably we should go to war, and I think that we should go and blow up some place and try and find some oil or something, and then just rub it all over our bodies, and we'll feel a lot better. I miss Tony Blair. And there we go. So, that is me doing my best George Bush. I'm not sure if it was junior or senior. I was going for...
Until the very end, I was convinced it was senior.
Well,
see, here's the thing. I thought I was convinced it was W.
So, okay, well, the question is there. Are you going to vote for David and give me the W for the win? Or are you going to vote for the Dark Father, Alan Lear, the Dark Lord? Or are you going to vote for... Who else was in this round?
Bruce.
Bruce as Sherlock Holmes.
Can I point out, by the way, for anybody who wasn't in on the joke, that at the end of Ruth's round, she actually started detecting herself.
Thank you.
Ah, interesting.
I got it.
Interesting stuff there. So, audience, who do we vote for? Do we vote for Ruth? Do we vote for myself? Or do we vote for Alan? Put your votes into the comments whilst we're waiting for those to come through. We'll find out what our fellow performers thought. JJ, how would you vote this one?
Well, I thought I was going to vote for Alan. He did a really good performance. But actually, I think, David, you won me over. And for the first time, I don't know if you mispronounced this, but you said President Trump, and which I thought was brilliant. I don't know if I misheard it, but I've never heard him called President Trump, which makes a lot of sense. So I'm now, very tuned into that now.
Okay, so yeah, I did mean to say tramp just to do like a Bushism sort of thing.
Yeah,
but surely people call that. Really?
Think, why haven't I ever heard him called that? Well, it's just me, I guess. But yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Maybe he's too rich for that joke to work. Who knows?
Well, of course, in America, tramp means slut, so it would be a good name for it.
Yeah, it would be.
That's true, actually. That's true. Okay, Emma, how would you vote this round?
I would vote for Ruth, just as a complete, because I was thrown out for most of it, and just completely picking names out of the hat. Ruth.
Okay, and Danny, how would you vote this one?
I think I'm going to go this one to you as well, David. I think you got the mannerisms of Junior down there.
Okay, so let's go over to the comments section. There's lots of comments we've had come through which we haven't checked. There's someone called Alien Myth 64 on D Live, and they've put a funny picture, a little gif of a goat waggling its tongue. So check that out if you haven't seen it. Also, they've put another gif, but I don't quite understand what it is, just someone's face. Max has voted for David, so that's a vote for me. Janie has said Alan. Creating Humour and Improv Experience on YouTube says voting for David. He also says, hilarious David, attacking the Gulf to get essential oils to heal coronavirus makes so much sense. That sounds about the logic that they'd use in the world. Andrew says, I vote Ruth for solving her own murder. So this is Alan, David. Oh, hang on, no, sorry, Alan, David. So that's 2 to me, 1 to Alan, 1 to Ruth. Sophie J says David. So that puts me in the, well in the lead. Any more votes coming through, guys? We're going to give you a few more seconds. I'm also just going to remind you that we have another shorter show this afternoon, this early evening at 6 p.m. as part of the Anime and Gaming Convention. So it's going to be all kinds of geeky stuff. Probably won't. It'll be exactly the same audience. You'll give the same suggestions, so it'll just be this, but it'll be a slightly shorter show. And then we'll be playing Paranoia at 8 p.m. tonight. And we're looking forward to that. Alan, you really get me quite worried with it. I have no idea how this works. Right, okay, so I think at that stage I can say I've just about gone through, so well done me. Who won the last round? So Emma. So Emma and I will do one more round of this, and then we will have the grand finale. Audience, continue to give a couple suggestions of characters from fiction plus unusual things to do. Emma, you can go first here, and let's find someone for you to be. You are going to be... You're a Danger Mouse. You're a Danger Mouse. I haven't got something for you to do though, so let's find what you are doing. You are Danger Mouse, and... Oh, also, creating humour. When he said about Gleeber earlier, he says it's a Friends reference. Emma just said Gleeber, which is when the baby says Gleeber and they're like, oh, it said it first word and it's the word Gleeber. So let's say this is Danger Mouse. I'm going to use this as an idea. Danger Mouse and you are babysitting. Danger Mouse and you are babysitting. And here you go.
You know, a lot of children these days are overprotected. I think that children should be exposed to a lot more danger. Being, you know who, Danger Mouse. Yes, look at this. It's cheese, you know. It's a cliche. Mouses like myself, we don't need cheese. We just seek danger. Now, the child that's upstairs at the moment, peacefully sleeping, is about to be woken rudely by a dangerous situation. In order to build resilience, one must be exposed to trauma on a regular, frequent, and serious basis. This child I've been put in the care of, in loco parentis, you might say. A lot of people expect me as a mouse to not speak Latin. Well, they're wrong. Yes. I'm an educated mouse. Yes, I went to boarding school. Yes. Anyway, the child will soon be exposed to something terrible. It won't be too terrible, and it will involve this cheese. I leave it to your imagination what I'm going to do. Anyway, lovely day, isn't it?
Okay, thank you very much there, Emma. So I will go next. Let's find a character for me to be able to do. I've got one suggested here earlier by Sophie J 1985 on Twitch, which says Arnie Schwarzenegger had a curse put on him, so he can't be back. So Arnie can't come back. I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, I've got a curse put on me, so I can't come back. And here I go. I don't know where I am right now. I think I want to go home. Hello? Yeah! Where am I? I always go somewhere. Not that I ever really specify where. But I really want to go home. To my little place in Austria. And have some Wiener Schnitzel. I really like it. I used to be the governor of California. And now I am in some place. The darkness is enveloping me all around. I don't know if I can take this anymore. I want to come back. I can't take this. Hasta la vista.
And, scene.
Okay, and scene. I had a gun available, and if you have a gun available, it's wrong not to use it. So, okay, audience, who do you vote for here? Do you vote for me as the governator? If so, put David or Arnie. Or if you vote for Emma as your character. Who was your character?
Danger Mouse.
Danger Mouse, of course. Then vote for Emma or Danger Mouse. Whilst we wait for the audience to put their votes through, let's find out what our fellow performers thought. JJ, how would you vote this one?
I think Arnie hammered that for me there.
Arnie hammered. I like what you did there. Whatever happened to Arnie Hammer? Whatever. Right. Ruth, how would you vote?
I vote for you, David. The accent was perfect.
Okay. Alan?
I mean, I have to agree. Again, it's well seen that you've perfected that accent over about 20 years, because it was absolutely spot on all the way. It was like Arnie was in the room. But equally with Emma, it was like David Jason was in the room. And David Jason,
People always say that to me.
admittedly an evil David Jason, but David Jason nonetheless. So I'm going to give it to Emma, purely because I think her assessment of Danger Mouse's public school background is worryingly accurate.
Okay. Danny, who would you vote for?
I think I'd probably give this one to you again, David. Just again the accent. Bit confused with the hasta la vista at the end, but
what? Have you not seen the Terminator?
I have.
Terminator 2, hasta la vista.
Yeah, hasta la vista, baby.
Okay. Right, so anyway, let's see what they say in the audience comments. So, Farhead Al Mario says Emma on Facebook. Andrew says David. Janie says Emma. So that's 2-1 to Emma. Sophie J says David, which ties things up. Max says David, which puts me 1 in the lead. Still everything to play for here. So, audience, do you have any more votes coming through? You've got to get these votes in fast. I will once again remind you that we've got another show today at 6 p.m. UK time. And then we'll have a game of Paranoia at 8 p.m. tonight. So, I will say at this point, David, Emma, David, Emma. It looks like, I'm going to give a 5-second countdown, guys. 5. Got to get in here quick. 4. If you want Emma to stay through. 3. Otherwise it's going to be me. 2. And nobody wants that. 1. And unfortunately I've gone through there. So, well done to me. So, that means that we will have a grand finale between myself and Danny. Yep. So, Danny, you went through from the previous game. We haven't done it this way before. That means I am warmed up into doing impressions, whereas you are not. So, I don't know if that gives me an advantage. Perhaps this wasn't the most well thought out thing. But let's find a character for you to go first here, Danny. Let's find a character. Oh, I've got no idea who this is. Do you know who Joan Jett is?
Yes! I love rock and roll.
Oh yeah, obviously. I was just making sure you guys knew. Right, so you are Joan Jett taking her dogs Crimson and Clover for a walk. And here you go.
Come here, girls. Come on. Crimson, there you are. Look, I've been waiting to show you all forever. Where's Clover? Clover. Oh, here she's come walking over. Come on, girl. Come on. Walkies. Come on. Now it's a bit hot outside, so we can't go down your usual route. We're just gonna go down the rocky road. You know, just over there by the mountains. Just be careful, because I hear there's a lot of vandals putting a lot of cherry bombs all over the place. Come on, get your collar on there. There we are. Let's go.
Okay, thank you very much. Well done, Danny. So, I will go next. Let's see. We may need another character, audience. Do we have any others that we haven't used? No, in fact, we've got one. Andrew Whittington on Facebook has said, Sean Connery showing his new girlfriend his Red October. So, I'm going to be Sean Connery showing his new girlfriend his Red October.
My God.
I think this is going to go exactly as we expect it to, but here goes. Sure. Would you like to come over a minute for a romantic evening there, Miss Moneypenny? Now, I know what you're thinking. And yes, it is slightly longer than average. You see, there are 31 days in October, whereas there are only 30 in others. So, if what you wonder about what I mean by October, yes, I do mean my penis. And you may notice that it's a bit bloody at the end, but that's simply what we call Halloween. That's all I've got for this. Right, so, okay, audience, who do you vote for here? Do you vote for Sean Connery with his golden gun? Or do you vote, which is me, so put David, or do you vote for Danny as Joan Jett who something about rock and roll. So Joan Jett, vote for Danny. Sean Connery, vote for David. How do you vote? Audience, put your votes into the comment section. We'll find out who is today's Extreme Improv XStreamed champion. So, let's find out what our fellow performers thought. JJ?
Both good. Very even. I think you did go for the obvious there, David, and I think a man of your intelligence and humour could have found another way apart from going directly to the penis.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it to Danny.
I would too. But I have never been accused of being an intelligent man before. How dare you? Right. Okay. Alan, how would you vote it?
Well, I mean, they were both very good impressions. I've been fascinated to find out my own knowledge of pop culture over this week. It turns out I don't have a clue who Papa Smurf is, but I can name check Joan Jett. That was interesting. I thought Danny did very well dropping the names of Joan Jett songs like Cherry Bomb into his piece. David, you let me down on two occasions. Firstly, October has 31 days in the month.
What did I say?
No, he did say that.
30. It's September that has 30.
But...
And secondly, the man with the Golden Globe was Roger Moore, not Sean Connery. So on the basis of pure pedantic accuracy, I've got to give it to Danny. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I agree. I misspoke because I was trying to say that it's got more, so it's longer. So if I said that it only got 30...
I think you did say it. I'm not sure, Alan.
I don't know. Either way, but you're right. I got the whole James Bond thing wrong.
Okay.
So, Ruth...
You can watch the playback, and if I'm wrong...
I'm really not going to.
No.
I'd rather have a donut.
Right, okay. Ruth, how would you vote this one?
No, you definitely said that it was 31 days in October. You said the others have 30. But you're right, Alan. Golden Gun, that's wrong film. That's not Sean. And anyway, Danny was going to get it from me anyway, because I think, given that he doesn't really know who Joan Jett is and doesn't know about Joan Jett and Black Arts, I still think he did a really good job. So Danny gets it from me.
Okay,
I know two songs of Joan's. I Love Rock and Roll and Cherry Bomb.
I've heard of the first one.
Everybody knows I love rock and roll. It's just they've usually heard it stolen and used by other bands.
Yeah, I think it was by Glee. I don't understand. Right, okay, Emma, who do you vote for?
Everybody. 10 points to everybody.
Amazing. Right, let's have a look in the comments section. So, we've got a vote. Andrew Whittington on Facebook has voted Danny. Sophie J, 1985, has said David, making it one apiece. Janie says David, making it 2-1. Max says Danny, making it 2 apiece. So it's all tied up. Farhead Al Mario says, that would be for a shocking horror Halloween film, David, which puts me in the lead. Any more votes coming through? Audience, we've got a lot more viewers than what we've had votes come through. So let's see if there are any other votes coming through. Come on, guys. Danny actually understood his references where I got them wrong. Come on, vote against me.
I even
for good sport, David.
I quoted some of the lyrics from Crimson and Clover.
Okay, I don't think I deserve to win there. So there's not been many votes. Okay, Erica votes for Alan. So this has really mixed things up here. Any more votes?
Mr. Pedantic gets a vote.
Right, okay, so let's have a look. Any other votes? We're going to give it 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Having a quick glance at the votes, I can see that I have 3 votes. And there are 3 votes that aren't for me, which I think makes it a tie. So, we're going to have a tiebreaker here. So, Danny and we are going to do a scavenger hunt. Can one of the other performers give us a suggestion of what the scavenger hunt is going to be to find?
Find the meaning of life.
The meaning of life? Okay. Right. Ready? Have we got 30 seconds?
Yeah, I'll time it. Okay, ready, boys? And go. And David's off. Danny, as usual in a scavenger hunt, is literally sitting there and doing nothing, which is the normal way of doing a scavenger hunt. And he will pluck out something from the air to represent the meaning of life.
I'm doing on the time.
Yeah, we're doing, okay, we've got another 15 seconds. David's back.
I'm back.
Are you both ready? David, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, 30 seconds are up. So we'll start with Danny.
Okay.
Not moved an inch.
Well, I kind of reached over to my right here, and I've got a glass of water, which of course all life comes from, or has to rely on to thrive.
Yep. Very clever and yet lazy at the same time. We love it.
Don't like it.
David, with all that energy.
Right.
David,
So
what have you got?
Here I have a photo of me and my lovely girlfriend Rachel, for she is the love of my life, and without her, there is no life.
Hey.
Rachel, I hope you're watching this, and I hope this wins me some
It's very
brownie
sweet,
points.
but there are... So I don't know. It's too... Oh.
Okay.
What do you think, Alan? Oh, sorry, David. You're back in chairing.
Oh, no, JJ, you can take over chairing. So
Oh, no, okay. Well, Alan, what did you think?
I think we're choosing between two different flavours of bullshit here, aren't we? I think Danny was making the point that all life comes from chemicals based on water, and David's was entirely based on romance. I think I prefer David's romance to Danny's chemical romance.
Okay.
How about you, Emma?
I agree with whatever it was Alan just said.
Is the right answer!
Original thought at its best. Ruth, do you agree with the agreeing of the agreeing?
Well, it doesn't make any difference because I'm only one person and they're two. So it'd be, if I didn't vote for David, he'd still win. So yeah.
Give me the sympathy vote.
Oh,
Danny, it's the audience vote.
Over to David to tell us the results.
Okay, so first of all, Alan, were you purposely making a chemical romance joke there a minute ago?
Yes.
Okay, I got that. Well done. So, I guess that means I won. I desperately tried not to win, but I won. So thank you very much. I think that's only the 4th time out of some 45 shows that I have won, so that's quite poor, actually. But I will take this victory, so thank you very much, everyone out there. So I will give myself the championship belt on the screen so people can see me with it. And... is it popping up? Yeah, there it is. So it's somewhere over me. Right, so audience, if you have any final shout-outs, any final things you'd like to say, put them into the comments now and we will read them out at the end of the show. I want to thank everyone. I will do a final reminder of our evening shows later on. But for now, let's find out where you can find our fellow performers. And we will start with our runner-up. Danny, will you tell the people where people can find you?
You can find me later on tonight doing the Paranoia game. But outside of that, I don't really have public social media. But I am part of Portsmouth Improv Experience. So anyone who's in the area, just keep an eye out for that. We might hopefully be putting some shows together soon.
Okay, thank you very much. JJ?
Yeah, not a lot happening at the moment. So I might be on tonight for the 6 p.m, depending on the numbers.
Certainly.
But I'm doing a lot of closed shop stuff. So.
Okay, fantastic. Ruth?
You can find me on Twitter at Ruth Curtis Acts, and I think I'm coming on tonight for the 6 o'clock, but not doing Paranoia because I'm paranoid enough as it is. Thank you very much.
Okay, Emma?
You can find me in Burnley working in the mill, which, yes, they're still going, and we're all very, very poor up here. Well, that's where you'll find me, in the mill.
Okay, and it's Alan?
You'll find me at the 6 o'clock show and also in the Paranoia show this evening. Paranoia is going to get very violent very quickly, so buckle up.
Okay, scary stuff. So my name is David Pustansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at David Pustansky, spelled Pustansky, and I will be back as well. Right, so for the show, this is Extreme Improv XStreamed. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram. No, you can't really find... Well, you can find Extreme Improv on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Mixer for the next month. D Live, and all of these other YouTubes. So if you want to help us out, if you've enjoyed the show, spread the word. But also, if you're on Facebook, please give the Extreme Improv page a like. If you could go over to the YouTube channel and click subscribe, that will help us a lot. Other than that, we've got podcasts coming out of our ears, so do check out some of the Extreme Improv podcasts on Apple Podcasts, on Google Podcasts, iTunes, that kind of thing. And other than that, let's have a look at the comments. So first, my girlfriend Rachel, she says, "Oh, luckily I am watching instead of working." So imagine if someone saw this and you were like, "Rachel, you were supposed to be working," and then this actually got you into trouble. I would be in trouble there. But I'm glad you saw that, Rachel. So a few brownie points for me, hopefully. Sophie J, 1985, says, "Thanks for letting me join you all. A good laugh. I'm like Arnie, I'll be back." Andrew Whittington says, "Great show. See some of you later for Paranoia." Max says, "Looking forward to seeing what's happening in the shows later." Janie says, "Great as always, thumbs up." And I think that's going to wrap us up there. So thank you so much from everyone. Until next time, stay extremed, stay safe, and bye for now.